Hello, hello, everybody, and how are y'all? I it's about 2:45 in the morning, and I just got home from going out with Daniel, my date, whatever you want to call it. We went to dinner, and then we went bowling, and then after we went bowling, we actually just sat outside and talked for, oh my god, 3.5 hours. So it's crazy like how much um, we have in common. Um, we're both military brats. We're both Air Force brats at that. I was born on an Air Force base. He was born on an Air Force base. My oldest daughter was born on an Air Force base. Um, we just, I don't know, it's crazy. It's like we have the same views on so many things, the same opinions on so many things, but I mean, I've met people before that I've gotten along with, so that didn't say anything. But I mean, and all the time that I've known him, we've always gotten along really good. And honestly, we've really kind of always been more just like as friends. At least I thought so. But I don't know. I definitely got a different vibe from him tonight. So, well, actually, I know I got a different vibe from him tonight. Um, And like not to mention like when we were bowling, like he was just kicking my butt and bowling. And I was sorry, I'm trying to get my pants folded straight. And I told him, how good he was doing in bowling, and he was like, yeah, it's just luck. And I was like, yeah, I wish I had that kind of luck. And he was like, well, with a good luck charm like you, how could I not? I thought, okay, clue number one. And then when we were standing there looking at like the bowling screen where you put your names in and stuff, so that they'll come up like on the big screen. Um, he leaned over and gave me. I'm just gonna throw those in the dirty clothes. He leaned over and gave me a kiss on the cheek, and I was like, oh, okay. And then when I was leaving to come back home, he gave me like this really really tight hug, and I was like, okay, I was like, we'll just text me tomorrow. And he was like, well, text me when you get home, just so I know that you made it home. And I was like, okay. And I was like, all right. And I was like, well, have fun, baby, and I'll talk to you later. And he was like, and I was like, oh, okay. So, um, but yeah. So, and then I texted him, and well, I told him, I said, you may be asleep by the time I get home. And he was like, no, I'm not going to sleep until I know that you've made it home. And so I texted him and let him know that I had made it home. And I said, hope you're not, or I said, I'm glad you're still awake. And he was like, I wasn't going to sleep till I knew that you made it home. And I was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, I just want you to know that I just really, really enjoyed tonight. And he was like, and to be totally honest with you, he was like, I didn't even want you to leave. And he was like, but he was like, I know that you needed to, get going and everything. And he was like, so I didn't want to keep you. And I was like, oh, that was really sweet. But necklaces are all, there we go. Um, anyways, and so, and it's like when we were talking, he was like, it's just, he was like, you're always so easy. You've always been so easy to talk to for me. And he was like, a lot of people just don't get me or don't understand me, or understand the way that I was raised. And he was like, but I mean, you were raised the same way. And he was like, so like, you totally get it. You get what I'm saying, and like, you understand, what I'm saying and everything. And a lot of that is because we were both raised strict military children, and so it's like we have that in common. Um, and the way that our parents raised us and the way that our parents feel about certain things are, well, a lot of things, most things are the exact same. Being raised on a military base by military parents, they tend to be pretty strict, and that's just the way it goes, especially when your fathers are career military men like ours were. and higher ranking officers. And so it just kind of goes, with the territory. And so it's like when he talks about stuff, like I totally get that because that's exactly how I was raised. And, when he talks about, his dad's views on certain things, like I get that because, like, his dad was really strict. And, like, my dad was really, really strict. And, I don't know, like a lot of times, most military parents and a lot of military dads, especially, children are to be seen and not heard. Kids don't speak to adults unless they're spoken to first. And, I mean, especially, the age that we are, you know, and being military brats, you got your butt whooped. That's all there was to it. Yeah, you got spanked. No ifs, ands, or buts. You got your butt whooped. And my daddy busted my butt. My mama busted my butt. They did not play. And honestly, I mean, I kind of raised my kids old school, not as strict as my parents were, but I was strict, but not, like I only had to spank Molly and Madison a couple times in their lives before, and they were very young before they realized that, okay, mama means business. When mama says no, she means no. Mama says do something, she means do something. But oh yeah, I could be a teenager and my dad took a belt to my behind. I mean, that's all there was to it. But so, um, but like I said, that's very, very common, especially in military households and with military families. But anyways, but yeah, so no, we went bowling and I lost every game. He kicked my butt. That's okay though. We had fun. So, and then yeah, I don't know. It's just funny. It's just funny some of the things we have in common. So we have the almost identical Chinese tattoos on the back of our necks, which is funny. Um, and then of course his arms are tattooed down to his wrist. Like here all the way, down on both of them. So he has tattoos on his hands. I have tattoos on my hands. So, but yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird, but so I don't know. We'll see. And then I felt bad because Cowboy Kelly was texting me and just checking on me, make sure I was okay, and I couldn't hear my phone at all because it was so loud where we were, where we were bowling. But anyway, so and it was funny because where we went to eat dinner, like most people hate that place. I love it, and he loves it. And yeah, I told him, I said, it's so funny because anytime I tell anybody I want to go there, they're like, ooh. And he was like, oh my God, people do the same thing. I'm like, oh, I went and ate such and such. And people are like, ooh. And I'm like, I love it, but whatever. And in fact, when we were trying to decide somewhere to go and then go bowling, I had mentioned it, and uh, I jokingly said, let's go here to eat and then we'll go bowling. And he was like, it's a date, let's do it. And I was just kidding, but I was like, hey, I'm down if you're down, so whatever. But yeah, so it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm super tired, so I gotta go to church in the morning since I didn't go tonight. And then he's actually got a family thing tomorrow, and then they're all going to the gun show that's in town. So, but um, which I'm kind of jealous. I kind of wouldn't mind going to the gun show, but like I said, it's a family thing, so I'm definitely not going to invite myself to that, to a family thing. But it would still be fun. And so, and it was funny because when I very first, when I met him for the very first time, um, and we were talking, and he was like, it's like just realizing that our backgrounds were so similar and all this other stuff, and that we had so much in common. And he's like, all right, and he's like, so, he was like, I got a test for you. He was like, how do you feel about uh, motorcycles and gun ranges? That's what he said, and I'm gonna show y'all what I did. This is what I did to him. I said, I don't know. I said, You tell me how I feel about motorcycles or gun ranges. Oh, be safe. Oh, chamber's empty. There you go. It's empty. But so, so I don't know. How do you think I feel about gun ranges? I like gun ranges. That's why the back window of my car says "Pistol Packing Princess." Yes, I got a pink gun case. People think it's a Bible case. No, it's a gun case. Clip, gun, bullets. There you go. So yeah, so that's why I wouldn't mind going to the gun show, but I wasn't gonna invite myself. But I have a gun. Mama has a gun. She has one in her nightstand. She has one in her car. She travels with one. Gotta be safe. You gotta remember, we're in the South, baby. Everybody in the South has a gun. And so, shoot first, ask questions later. You don't want to rob a house in the South. No, not a good idea. But, oh, I'll get my pillows off my bed. I'm going to set this back down. Because I'm so tired, y'all. So tired. But, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. I'm undoing my bed with y'all. Bringing y'all with. Put my dirty clothes up. Hi, pretty girl. I think my kitties are wanting treats. Turn the thing. There we go. And then get everything put up. But yeah, so I told y'all that I'd let y'all know how it went. So that's why I figured I would jump on, even though it's almost 3 in the morning, and let y'all know that we had fun. Is this what you want, baby girl? I got a kitty down here on the kitty tree, waiting for some treats. Here you go, sweetness. Here you go, baby. Dear, my sweet girl. Oh, here comes Fat Butt on here. And then these are my cute little blinged out sandals. Aren't those cute? I took tennis shoes so we could bowl. But actually, I just wore my socks out of my tennis shoes. But, anyways, yeah, and he was like, the girl at the bowling alley was like, yeah, what size shoe do y'all need? And he was like, an 11 and a half. And I was like, do you have a kid's 4? And he just started laughing. I was like, shut up. I can't help it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. But, okay. Oh. Might as well just leave it there. And get everything put back up. Treats. Oh. Okay. Got everything. Mm-hmm. There. Eyeglass case. And boom. Okay. Now I'm ready for bed. Don't have to do that yet. But anyway, so I don't know if Kelly and I are going to try to do something tomorrow or what, but like I said, he's on call for work all weekend, so he's gotten a ton. He does AC, heating, AC, all that stuff, maintenance, so he's got a lot of calls today. And of course, with the temperature being into the triple digits, sorry, y'all didn't mean to be like this. So, but I'm gonna go because, like I said, I'm really tired. So, but I love y'all, and I will be back tomorrow before church, maybe. So, bye. Love you.